Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. Today's update day, we've got some new stuff to look at, and I'm very excited to look at how Fellbull it's gonna end up being. Yeah, that sort of stuff. Okay, cool. Mod Giants, yeah, sure. There they are, Fellbull, E.G.O, and, Dulcinea Rodion. Pretty funny looking, that's for sure. We can see like the funny trailer shooting. I'm curious to see how this is gonna look. We'll do daily pulls, right? There's no 2-stars, so I'm not gonna actually do any like 10 pulls or anything because it's not worth it. But I'll do daily pulls, see if I get lucky. I probably won't, because I just got Priest Gregor dupe the other day. But who knows? I could get lucky. There's always that chance I just roll the random E.G.O. I don't think I've ever gotten the E.G.O from a daily pull when a new E.G.O releases. Is today the day? No, okay, that's fine. I'm not too concerned. We did get Yi-Song shards, though. That's nice. I need to, use a bunch of boxes, because Yi-Song, yeah, and Rodion, yeah. Okay. I'll just pop like 200 each. A little bit more than I need to do, but it's funny. I could do the math, but I've got so many boxes I can live with. I need to have a little bit more so I can actually, like, upside them and stuff anyways. So this way it'll work out, right? We won't have too much excess. Oh, interesting. Wait, this is Season 5 E.G.O. Oh! I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be Season 0. I guess because it's on the same banner, right? Huh. Is that... I'm not gonna look... Yeah, it is intentional. Okay. Well, before we look at that, let's just shard both these things. Feels the ponderous mass of the viscera. Whatever you're saying there, I'll read it afterwards. Nice. She feels the ponderous mass of the gun barrel rest upon my viscera. Let this accursed bullet pierce through them. It sure will pierce through them, that's for sure. And, of course, we've also got... Welcome to the Grand Carnival of Munchland. Will you join us in our eternal parade? And there she is. The princess of the parade, Dulcinea Rodion. Very funny, I'm sure. She's going to be good, like, without a doubt. What do we get here? Alright. Good job. Good job. If I click on it, does it just say unknown too? It just defaults to the default, I guess. Vroom Vroom is an idle affair, is it? Okay. Sure. Okay. Alright. You know what happens. Hopefully that's the only issue we're about to face. Free lunacy, I guess, right? Let's go over the E.G.O first, because it'll be faster, right? And I'm really curious to see how this is gonna go. Let's quickly thread spin it to max before we look at anything else. I've got a very bad feeling. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, okay. How's this looking? 18 plus 6, that's a pretty good, like, roller. 30, but, you can't clash with it, so, 7 weight, yeah, that's as expected. Towards the end of these HP. Yeah, it's sort of memory stuff. That works as you'd expect. Yeah. And poison return memory, cool. Ensures ally deal 15% more damage for every torn memory. Okay, only works if it's an ally though, so you can't, do it in solos too well. An ally killed 3 points to self and 2 ally. When you use killed skill 1 skill 2 affinities, you get just 1 though. On ally kill Phil, you just gain 3 points to self. This is so bad. Like, I was really hoping there'd be, like, some big, like, oh, but wait. There really isn't. There really isn't. It's 10 poise potency, theoretically, just because you gain 1 for every turn memory. You do a lot of damage to your ally, but even if you fail to kill, you'll get the 3 extra. So, I mean, that's nice. Some potency gain can be good for, like... I mean, especially, like, Star saying, since his potency gain can be a little slow at times, I guess? I need level +5. Oh god, I don't even have a max level identity equipped. Yeah, it's a +5 offense level. Yeah, okay. Um, hmm. After target starts kill, gain 2 points, count 2 cents per turn. You know, that's nice, I guess. It's not that strong, but I mean, if you kill one of your allies, you can do well. 25 sandy, 8 resource. It's not even cheap. Like, I was hoping it would at least be, like, cheap or something to make up for the fact that it, like, not only can it not clash, but it needs to kill an ally to do actually anything. Oh god. This is something else. Corrosion, target at least GP, yeah. 30 minus 8, sure. More damage, same poise thing, yeah. More poise on kill, you know, that's nice. You can corrode it to, do even more damage, more E.G.O resource, more poise. It's a net negative E.G.O resource because you're corroding it, right? The corroded version of this is going to be 45 sanity, 3 wrath, 9 prot. Why does damage sub-targets? The first one filled with one random sub-target takes damage, yeah. Yeah, okay. Damage isn't even, like, significantly better. I don't know, like... It's only one random sub, so if you don't kill an ally, it does damage to one... I don't even know if I can imagine this getting much of a use even in, like, Railway or anything. Like, it's so many resources for such a little reward. You can kill an ally, sure, but you need to spend 25 sandy that you're not clashing with, you're not going to get the sandy back. 8 resources, and, well, you're killing an ally just for, like, 3 poise to self and 2 allies. If you need this, just run, like, Blade Lineage... Run Blade Lineage Dawn if you're that desperate for a little bit more poise, right? Like, you could... Oh, this is incredible, yeah. Just as bad as, I feared. Okay. Well, enough of that. We'll throw it on. I am not going to be running E.G.O today, so I'll look into that tomorrow, right? Let's just move on from Fell Bullet for now. There goes second Kindred, look at that. Pretty funny. Does actually make a difference, because it means that she's going to interact weird with some Blood Feast shenanigans. But let us... Update you first, right? Update story. I'm gonna look at her stuff, but no. We gotta take a look at some of this stuff first. The parade will be different tonight. The real carnival begins now. Yep. She's going on a mass murdering spree. As one does, right? As one does. We were happy. At first. Father spent his days twaddling about silly things like dreams, but I suppose he had his own charming mirth. But it was a good life, if the worst thing I had to do was to placidly indulge in his stories. My memories of the years I lived as a human have all but disappeared, but at least this life had to be better than whatever that was. Maybe that's why I agreed to become his kindred. Or maybe I was seduced by the promise that my beauty could be made to last for all eternity. There's some Dulcinea lore here, that's cool. I began to understand my father only when I began to create my own kindreds, my children, when they began to grow in number. I understood that father wanted us to be happy. He wanted to free us from the crippling loneliness, for he was the first to suffer it. Or so I thought. Until some traveler visited our castle and deluded my father with that sickening manipulation that his dream could somehow be realized even in the waking world. Sancho. Father always tried to bring us two closer, as if we were sisters. Perhaps it was fortunate that neither of us was the friendly type. We both liked to put up a wall between us and the rest of the world, so naturally we distanced ourselves from each other as well. I had a degree of faith in her, however, her strength, her abilities, and her more down-to-earth perspective on life that heavily contrasted our father's wild imaginations. Sancho never had children of her own, but she always seemed at least neutral when it came to looking after my kindreds. And it is that odd distance between us that brought this plan to fruition. Though we were both second kindreds, I could let her take care of our family, to look after my children and their kindreds, while I devised this plan. Ooh. Eventually, our father's sanity was completely broken. He destroyed our castle and built a bizarre amusement park in its place. rambling a plan that seemed to have come straight out of a madman's dream, that we could coexist with humans. That we must live begging for stagnant blood in packs when veins, pulsing with hotly flowing blood, walk right past us. That we must subsist on that thing, more flavorless than even pastel paste. That all of his kindreds must live trapped in a fate worse than that of a blood bag. All for the future in which blood fiends and humans may coexist in harmony. His eyes gleam with the conviction that to dream, he could endure even the yearning for blood. Yet, desire is not something that can be so easily overcome. It has broken my undying loyalty. This hunger coerced me to think of committing the inconceivable crime of filial impiety. No, it may just be that I do not have the strength to pursue the dream as he does. There was a peddler, a merchant of odds and ends who's always come to visit us at the amusement park. Oh? Is this where we're going to learn about the helm of Membrino's origin? Our father is tragically naive and innocent. Every time the merchant brought him false relics, he'd get swindled into buying every single one of them. Oh yeah, this guy, right. That was mentioned briefly in the actual canto. But the peddler didn't just carry counterfeits. Sometimes Sancho and I would go behind our father's back to threaten the peddler, and we would be presented with an authentic relic the very next day. It really seems like, so it seems like in this mirror world, Sancho is with, like, the plan that the Bloodfiend trio have, right? The Overseers have. Because it seems like in, like, our world, Sancho had nothing to do with it. As far as we know, right? Since Sancho was out adventuring. But in this mirror world, it seems that Sancho's bit will be, like, she stayed with these guys instead. The team sided with these guys instead of siding with Don Quixote, right? Something like that. The vague thing I was assuming, but interesting it seems. It definitely seems like Don's getting a bad end Sancho ID. So one day, another day of suffering through that hunger, I thought to ask the peddler about this rumored relic. Say, do you know about the legendary helm Membrino that brings the wearer to equal ground with all those around them? That little Tomb Raider could not have possibly imagined what we were planning to do with the artifact. Interesting wording there, that's for sure. Brings the wearer to equal ground with all those around them. So quite literally, is it like... It's definitely partially why they were able to commit filial impiety, is like, but like... And being literal, like, It's very odd. Of course not. Just as we could never gain understanding of humans, just as we could never be one of them, no matter how long our lives may be, they won't ever understand us. Gregor, that child, he claimed that wasn't true, that humans were really starting to see us in a new light, but I saw it all, from the apex upon which I stood. Interesting that Rodion's the one narrating, right? Rodion's the one narrating here, but she's calling Gregor child. Usually it's only Carmen that's calling people child, right? It's usually not the people. Interesting. Humans looking up at me in the parade, their faces brilliant with happy smiles. And blood fiends who shuffled among humans with their eyes lost and wavering with hunger. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter whether humans saw us in a different light or not. What matters is that I and my children are going hungry. I mean, I guess it's just because, yeah, I guess it's just because, like, he is her child in this mirror world, right? Like, still weird wording, right? It makes sense, though, yeah. I think I'm overthinking it. Besides, Sancho agreed with me. We couldn't just sit here and watch a human corrupt our father with that silver tongue. Finally, the preparations for the carnival are complete. Now I leave this endlessly whirling yet stagnant, self-devouring parade, and announce the beginning of a true feast of blood. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. Alright. Well, it definitely tells us a lot about the ID we're going to be getting in like 3 or 4 months' time, probably, knowing how long it takes for us to get the big seasonal. Definitely exciting, that's for sure, but long time before that happens. For now, let's take a look at some of the specifics of Dulcinea Rodion. She's definitely going to be pretty strong, that's for sure. Okay, so yeah, this skill does have attack weight by default. That's very cool, that's for sure. And you got a clashable counter, that's nice to see. See, how does your Blooming Thorn gen work? Skill 1, Combat Sword, consume up to 20 blood feast, apply 1 bloom for every 10 blood feast this unit consumed 2 times per turn. Okay, so it's capped so you can't do this a bunch of times, which is interesting. None of the other ones like this had some... I guess it's so you can't get super into Blooming Thorn in solos? I don't know. Okay, yeah. If the active ally has a bloodfiend, it supplies one additional Blooming Thorn. Assuming that affects the self, right? On self and one ally, if that ally is a bloodfiend. So is this effectively 3 Blooming Thorns for yourself and one ally in exchange for 20 Blood Feast? Not a great rate, but I mean, it applies to allies, so it's nice at least. 1 bleed, 1 rupture. Yeah, it's just kind of there. Right? That sort of thing. 1 attack power up 30, and 1 for every 10 Blood Feast. 2 hands returned. Additional 1 attack power up and 2 Blooming Thorns. Oh, additional 2. Okay. So this is effectively 30 Blood Feast for a theoretical 5 Blooming Thorn for self and 1 ally, and 2 attack power up for self and 1 ally. And it's same turn, right? So yeah, that's nice, because it's combat start. It's nice that it's combat start stuff instead of being like unused. We don't really see too much combat start stuff, but it's always very strong when it is, since then it doesn't worry about speed stuff. 2 rupture counts, I mean, that's better than nothing, I guess. 2 bleed count, that's better than nothing. Not a lot, though. And then skill 3, 25 plus Blooming. Actually, let's look at this. Is it what we'd expect, right? 10, 20, 30? Max 10, convert to the next stage's effect. Yeah, okay. Assumably, right? Interesting that it's 25 plus. Maybe it is possible that Blooming Thorn 2 is like max at 25, and Blooming Thorn 3 is just 25 to 30 or something like that. I don't know. 1 defense level for every 2 stack, max of 5. Hit, inflict 1 bleeding stack, and lose 1 stack. Okay, and then Rodion gets the special thing. The others don't get the special part. Yeah, makes sense. A little bit of defense power for allies. Right, and this one prioritizes out of the highest max HP, this one for the lowest max HP, so this is going to prioritize Gregor, and this will prioritize Otis. As you expect. Festive Fever, that's right. 3 plus 1 for every 50 blood feeds consumed by this unit, max 10. Okay. So if you consume a lot of blood feed, you can get a bunch of Festive Fever, and this is this turn, next turn, 1.5% more damage, or 3% more depending on it, for every stack. So up to like a theoretical like 30% more damage for 2 turns to self and highest resonance allies. Okay. And it also gives Blooming Thorn. Yeah. Your Blooming Thorn gain definitely seems really slow. You might have it from your passive, though. I think you might. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Look at that Rupture and Bleed count, though. But your alternate skill 3, it's more of the status effects. It has 3 weight by default. That sort of thing. Self and highest resonance allies just get 5 Blooming Thorn straight up. But after attack consumes all Blooming Thorn on self, so effectively it's not a big deal. It makes it so if you're at 25, you're guaranteed to be max when you use this, I guess. Okay. 145 bleeds unit, yeah, cool. 5 plus 1, even more Festive Fever, yeah. Same max, but stacks more. And your clashable counter reduces bleed count by 3 for 2 other allies with the highest bleed count. But -3 for 2 allies is pretty nice, that's for sure. Can definitely do a lot. And increasing blood feast based on how much that would have been is really nice, that's for sure. If the bleed ever stacks too high. Oh yeah, and blood fiends get 2 more. So if you use this and you're running like full blood fiend trio, it reduces both of their count by 5. Which if you have a bunch of bleed stacked on you from like enemies or something, can be a lot of blood feast. Flashbane 4 Blooming Thorn, yeah. Makes sense. And then 1 bleed, okay. Cool. Hard Blood Thorn. Oh, yeah, when another ally takes bleed damage consumed blood feast, unit gains 1 Blooming Thorn. Okay, yeah, that's the main one, right? That's what it is. That'll be how you gain it. Assumably, you'll be able to get it like a couple times per turn. Consuming Blood Feast, like most Blood Fiend stuff does that to some degree, right? And it's when other allies do, so yeah, it's when the other 2 do it. You heal each yourself by 20% damage, all base skills, max 10 per skill, max HP heal when allies with close to 80% of access healing. That's not a lot because it's only applying to this, right? The max of like 10 HP on an ally per attack used, like, but it still can definitely add up, that's for sure, not bad. It's also another case of an passive that is owned, but instead of being resonance or anything like that, but it's 2 different things, which is something we've been seeing occasionally now. Like, I think Sank Mur do it? Sank Mur might have done it, right? Yeah, Sank Mur did it. I know REP Ryoshi was the very first one to do it, right? Her funny passive, but yeah. Interesting to see that being more of a common thing. Definitely interesting, means it'll be a little hard to set stuff up. And then finally, support passive, at the highest bleed potency turn, and reduce allies bleed potency by 6 max, and apply bleed potency divided by 2, Blooming Thorn, rounded down. Okay. That's nice. Get a little bit of potency down. Can be really good again for like doing solos with someone who doesn't have great ability to deal with bleed. Oh yeah, I want to see. Do you have a Unix sanity tab or is it normal? I think that's normal, right? Yeah. Okay, you're just normal. Makes sense. Nothing special for you. Just wanted to make sure, because I've definitely missed that in the past. Alright, but yeah, that's looking at the new E.G.O and ID and stuff like that. Mainly the new ID, because, Fell Bullet. Certainly something else. Let's do a Mirror Dungeon hard run with this, shall we? Alright, the team has been set up. We're just gonna go Bloodfiend Trio, right? I don't know what else we would go here. I think it'll be fun. Random units, mostly for support pass. A couple that are obviously good, like, obviously, we've got Grip Faust, because, she'll be nice to have. Not really what I'm looking for from floor 1? I mean, I could go for Gossipium. I mean, that's pretty funny. Yeah, we'll take an early Gossipium. That's not bad. Get our bleed funnies going. Yeah, we've got full wish of stars, so we've got all the funny stuff starting out with. See how that goes. We'll slot you guys in like that, I think. That'll probably be the best way to do it. Yeah. We'll see how that goes, right? Definitely curious to see what's going to be the optimal way to play these IDs together. She looks very cool, that's for sure. Just seeing her just there with like the big umbrella. Better believe I'm going to do the umbrella duo. Maybe like quartet, depending on how I'm feeling. Run sometime later this week. But yeah, very nice to see. I guess general plan is, because it's combat start, like, our turn 1 skills are going to be bad no matter what. We also cannot clash at all first turn, because these guys all defended. That's a lot of fun. Oh well. I mean, I think when allies get hit, Rodion gets, fast trigger. Oh, we need to get it active though, right? Which you do have now. Yeah, when an ally takes... Oh no, when an ally takes bleed damage, you can use Blood Feast. Okay, yeah, no. Not when they get hit. Slay me. Okay, now there's some Blood Feast here. We can consume some of it with one of those, and the other one isn't going to be able to consume any of it, but, that's fine. The bleed will stack up pretty quickly, especially once we upgrade our stuff. Skill 2 animation looks cool. Very purple. It's nice to see. Not for any reason, just because purple's a cool color, right? Oh, that's cool. There's actually a little, like, visual effect for, Blooming Thorns. That little, like, purple swirl going around Otis. That's cool. Yeah, the skill 2 will give that to Otis. Does it go down 1 by each turn? It doesn't, right? So, like, it just stays until you take damage. So that's nice, right? We can just kind of choose, like, your skills based on whichever would be better for us. Actually, I'm curious. What are the rolls for these? It's a... Get some quick part. Yeah, not particularly insane. Okay. Kind of needs its conditionals to function super well. We can keep on buffing Otis. That'll be funny. Gregor's taking some damage, as he does, right? Taking some bleed damage, triggering all our funnies. It's what he does best, right? Cool. Text box so large that you couldn't even read the top and bottom line correctly because of the background. That's funny. Gregor's at half HP. You know, he tends to do that. I'll take the cost. I could just fight you. It actually would be probably pretty easy to fight you, but I'll just take the 40 cost. That's fine. Might get another event, might not. We'll see. We'll get White Gossipium this floor, so that'll be fun to get early on. We'll be able to upgrade both, I mean, I guess I was gonna say like Moon Claired and Red Gossipium plus this floor. Also, maybe right? Because that might not be a bad play. Because if we upgrade it, then it'll also affect Gregor, which is nice. It stacks, yeah. Maybe go for the skill 3 immediately. Not particularly good. Actually, it's fine to go for the skill 3 immediately. No, we should clash and counter turn 1. That's right. That's probably the best bet with her, if she can. I didn't actually see if the person she's going for is defending or not. They might be defending, but that's probably a good pick. I was gonna say, like, cause like we physically don't have enough blood feast for the skill 1 or skill 2 to work turn 2 or turn 1. That's what the clash encounter is for. You're just supposed to pop that turn 1, right? It's a lot better for us. Didn't even get like any resonance, so the funny effect only went to Rodion herself. Oh, that's what the effect looks like for the Festive Fever, though. That's cool. Another funny effect. It seems like, do you not get the visual effect for Blooming Thorn? Is it only when you give it to allies that they get the effect, or is it only like the turn it's given or something? I don't know. A lot of things it could be. We can double up like this, though, so it's going to hit both allies, so that'll be funny. Okay, Rodin has it now, though, it looks like. So I guess, like, they only bothered the visual effect. Actually, Gregor didn't get it. Huh. Why didn't Gregor get the little purple swirl? That's weird. Is it only the skill 2 that gives the purple swirl? Because it's the offense level up, or the offense power up as well? I guess so, like, if we don't use a skill 2 here, yeah, no one gets it, okay. So it's only specifically the skill 2 that, gives that weird purple swirl effect. That's interesting. I was assuming it was going to be, like, it was the effect of the thorns, but I guess not. Specifically the skill 2. Okay. Makes sense. It is the envy skill. It is the purple skill. So it does add up. Oh, we get an event. Cool. What do we get here? Eh. Homeless tier 1. That's fine. We'll live with it. We'll take what we can get, right? Even if it doesn't particularly help us, like, still funny to have. Grab you as well. Another tier 1 that doesn't do much for us, but I mean, it's something we can have for, like, fusion or something. Probably not fusion, but, for stuff in general, right? We can get Wound Clear to ++. We can get Gaussier at the end to ++. Now enemies start with more bleed, so we can get that going faster. And then Awe to ++ as well. We got some lucky free upgrades there. Only 7. We only spent like 400, 300 cost there, which is really cheap for what we were doing. You know, we could try being funny, right? Do something like this. No, we've got every bleed tier 2. Right, okay. Never mind then. Could go for bleed tier 1. No. That's fine. We press on. That is, Ebony Queen's Apple, who should be very, very free. Okay, you guys are kind of matching. Oh, you guys are kind of matching, you know? In a sense, you could say. Yeah, you want to pop this turn 1. Pop this one like that, maybe? You know, Unforgivable Sin, that's pretty funny. And then just, like, right stem one of these. You're doing, like, no damage. You're doing, like, no damage. There's no reason to, right? We can get the... Yeah, we can get the Lustrez too, so that's cool. Not super important. I'm really surprised both Gregor and Rodion's passives are owned and not resonance. As far as I was assuming they were gonna lean a little bit heavier into the Lustrez and stuff, given by, you know, Otis's passive being Lustrez and some stuff like that, but I guess not. Cause like, I mean, last season especially, like there's so many Gloom Resonance passives, like it was kind of absurd. So I guess they're not trying to do the exact same thing again. See, this turn 40. Okay, cool. We can pop both of these, ideally, if we do this one. If we do this one first, will it be 2020? Assumably it will be, right? Left should go first, logically speaking. We're also just hitting you a bunch and just doing damage to the fruit, because, I mean, there's no reason not to, really. Like, you're gonna hit us, but, like, you're not really doing that much by hitting us. Maybe we could, like, stack more bleed onto, like, the roots or something so you're taking more damage, but, like, not that big of a deal, is it? Okay, yeah, you're just dead. Okay. Team already feels pretty strong. This isn't even the full thing, right? We don't have the Sancho ID yet. And even when we do get the Sancho ID, there's no like saying that like she's going to actively like work well with these guys, right? I could definitely see her like working like not great with them, right? Something like that. I could see it. Oh, what are we feeling here? Go C for muzzle. Kaleidoscope would give us all offense level up. You know, a bit of a weird choice. I'll take Kaleidoscope, though. Not something I go for too frequently. But when you're running a team of one faction, even if it's a small faction, so we're not getting too much event, because it's other rallies, right? So it's only 2 offense level up to everyone. That's still nice. Early Golden Urn is nice. Grey Coat. Eh. I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong. I don't think it particularly helps what we're going for here. Right? Rodion skill change. You get her another skill 3. Do we want another skill 3? Actually, I think I do. I think I will take another skill 3, right? Don't want to, like, lean into it too much, but, it's not bad, per se. Give me that, sell that, and give me that just so we have a bunch of fusion fodder for next floor. Cool. Should work well. Hopefully we'll get Rusted Muzzle. I guess that's kind of an issue, right? Maybe I should have gone to a floor with it, but oh well. We'll... Hold on. Okay. Elite node. I mean, this is just like K-Corp guys, right? That's all it is? Yeah, okay. As expected, we'll have you pop that immediately. I definitely think there's a pretty good chance Mirror Dungeon 5 is going to have some random, like, E.G.O gift you can get from, like, a later, like, Kanto 7 theme 4. That's going to be like, oh yeah, start each fight with, like, 50 Blood Feast or something. Right? I can definitely see it happening. I think it's pretty likely to be a thing that occurs. And it'll be pretty strong. You'll only be able to get it later floors, most likely, because it'll probably be, like, exclusive to, like, the second or third floor from the Kanto 7. But something like that's probably going to be pretty strong. I'm sure there's going to be some funny E.G.O gifts here and there for that Kanto, just in general. If you could just pop those, you're going to resist what we do no matter what. We'll just go for the Lustrous then, that's fine. Like, we're not getting the most Blooming Thorns up on Rodion, but that's fine. Her skill 3 is not, like, bad when it's not Mass Attack. It's not great without the Mass Attack property to it, but also it's not like it's going to, like, it is still building up Blooming Thorn by just using her skill 3, right? It's only like, it's not like we'll actually be able to get enough Blooming Thorn in most fights anyways, so there's no reason not to just pop them. Nice. Does give us a bunch of Festive Fever by going for 2 of them in the same turn, though. It's just funny. Yeah, we'll do that. I do like how her skill 1 and skill 2 work. It is very similar in, like, gimmick to Captain Ishmael, right? Because, like, Captain Ishmael, like, her skill 1 is all about, you know, defensive buffs. Her skill 2 is all about offensive buffs, that sort of thing. And there's a similar buff bit going on here, but instead of being based on, like, adjacent allies, it's based on, like, set allies. Stone Tomb for Fusion Fodder, absolutely. Makes it a little bit more perceivable sometimes. Like, Captain Ishmael's skill 1 buff especially, you rarely ever, like, actively try and use. I feel like the skill 2 you obviously do for the assist attack, just because, I mean, who doesn't love a good assist attack? It's too funny not to do. But, yeah. It's weird. It's fine. Well, we can also potentially see if we can get some, like, Sanguine Desire. We're not gonna get Sanguine Desire, Milo. Sanguine Desire is a non-Mirror Dungeon E.G.O, right? Like, you can use it in Mirror Dungeon, I'm sure to some degree, but, good luck, right? I don't know why. You really never need it, right? Especially with Red Gossipium, all enemies start with 20 bleed count. They're never going to run out of bleed count unless we're throwing super hard. Especially when cleared ++ means that all of our attacks are also inflicting even more bleed count. Like, it's never happening, right? And undeniably so. Look at that 2 attack power up. If you can, like, double skill 2 in the same turn. Because I'm pretty sure it said, like, the skill 1, skill 2, like, its effects were, like, maxed twice per turn, right? So you could double skill 2 and get a bunch of attack power up, right? Unless that power was once per turn and I missed that, which it might be. PM are usually pretty lax on, like, offense power up stuff. Okay, it's 2 times per turn. Yeah, so it's 2 times per turn. So you can get up to 4 attack power up for Rodion and an ally by getting enough skill 2s. Maybe we stack skill 2s then. Maybe that'll be what we try and do, right? It means, like, Gregor doesn't really need the defense level stuff, right? Like, I don't think it's too big of a deal if we end up skimping on skill 1s for that. We'll try that. Might as well. Right. Yeah. But I think going for a skill 1 or skill 2 without any blood feast up. It definitely seems like it's a good play. In general to go for, right? Just turn 1, you either skill 3 or use the counter, depending on what you have access to. Probably the counter in general, unless the skill 3 is in the bottom slot. Right? And that's what I think the flowchart is going to be. You know, the flowchart of turn actions to do with Dulcinea Rodion. Nice. Love that 2 attack power up. Pretty solid in general, right? Wonder if there's any, like, super funny stuff you can do with it, right? Like, I guess, like, in a team where you, like, if you cut out, like, Otis, then, like... Because it's one other ally with, right? So it'll always be self and one of... So, yeah, it'll be on self and one of the least max HP. If it was only these 2, it would always be the 2 of you. You get, like, 4 attack power up on you, then, like, pop, like, a Solemn Lament, right? We can't do that here. We also don't have any Gloom or like Sloth in this thing, so like our Sand Affinity gain is bad. We really need to get something for that. Probably should have turned down Oracle earlier. That probably would have been a good get. Oracle in general, I especially sleep on because it isn't like a net gain of E.G.O resources. You like lose some to gain some. But like we're probably gonna have much more loss than we need here, so I probably should have just taken it so we can get a bit more variety going on. But that's fine. We don't need E.G.O too much this run, probably, hopefully. Give me something. That is a bleed tier 1, not the one I'm wanting, but I mean, it's something. Okay, more robots, simple enough. Try something like that. We'll get some bleed built up so that Otis, should be able to get some scissor blades built up. Yeah, so that's cool. That's nice. It's not the biggest deal just because she doesn't get like 10, because we didn't have that much Blood Feast built up yet, unfortunately, but so nice. Oh yeah, we can double skill 2 this turn into like that. I mean, that's funny, right? It's only going for a single target, but like, it's funny. See that 4 attack power up on your skill 3. Don't mind if I do. It's only single target and it's resisted, so like, it's not adding up to much. But Rodion herself also gets the 4 attack power up on her skill 2s, right? Her skill 2 in general, God, yeah. Her skill 2 in general is probably going to be most commonly her highest rolling skill, just simply because of that, right? Once we get Bloody Mist as well, that's +2 coin power to all bleed skills, which includes that skill 2, so it's going to be a little something. Lost res. Don't mind if I do. Nice. And we'll take a Pekatula, sure. Pierce Glut Envy is a Gloom, guys. It might just be for Gloom, guys. I wouldn't be surprised. That feels... Yeah, feels about what you expect here. Alright. Prime McGregor being attacked a little bit, so yeah. We'll do something like that. I don't know, something like that, I mean to say. Yeah, you're getting one-sided. Oh, that's fine. You're weak to Pierce, that's fine. You like getting hit. You're a bit of a masochist, right? With all your, whatever it's called. The name escaped me. Flagellation, that's the one. All your flagellation, you know. Nothing new. We'll see the alternates. We'll see finale one day, maybe. Maybe if we get, like, Dong back or something as the boss, which is possible, we could see. I don't know. Not even fully certain on that part, right? Do something like that. Oh, you can't clash that guy. Do something like that then, sure. That'll work. We're getting the 4 attack power up, and these guys are weak to Pierce and Envy, so, like, Rodion's brutally murdering these guys, right? Like, this is a 4 attack power up. You know, this is rolling 31s here. He's gonna roll slightly less than the actual attack, right? 26. Not that we're getting to that point, but, yeah, the skill 2 seems really strong. I understand why it's capped at twice per turn. Not because of the skill 1, but because otherwise the skill 2's attack power up would be insane. Yeah, and you just died to this. 22 there, okay. That's the highest we've gotten yet, I think. Maybe, I haven't been paying the most attention. But, you know, that's a high number. We get boss now. Will it be funny or not? That's the question. No, that's so no one will cry, who, is lust resistant. So that's good for it. It's Pierce neutral, I think. / resistant. Yeah, Envy resist too. That's a bit annoying, but that's alright. Power counter, one of those. Decision, one of those. Sacrifice for the family, one of those. You're getting hit by that. That's okay. Didn't look like we had, like, guaranteed chances against this other attack, so, eh. This works out. Yeah, it's working cool. Get some bleed stacking, will ya? Just so that we can get some nice, Blood Feast built up. Okay, Otis was immediately able to get to that point. That's good. If we get, like, another skill 2 next turn, which I don't know if we are getting another skill 2 next turn, actually. I know you had a skill 3 and probably going to be a skill 1 alongside it, right? Yeah, so you can't this turn. That's fine. Could double up on these, though. We actually turn on Blood Feast to max it out, but we don't need to max it out. We'll get enough mileage out of it either way. This will be a 2 target, right? Like, I mean, should hopefully be at least decent. If it hits the arm. Which it might. Arm, we should be able to stagger here, even if you're envy resist, right? Yeah, we're doing so much damage that it's not going to help you enough. Yeah, her damage alone seems insane. See, 2 target. Does it hit the arm? Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. It's still really good damage, just because, Wrath weak, right? So that's nice. How does it feel seeing your entire family here, all working together hand in hand, in a sense, Dawn? You know, it's not actually your family, but instead it's, you know, your friends, you know, wearing, like, the clothes of your dead family. Yeah, I know, I mean, you weren't super close to them, I guess, but, doesn't mean it's not, like, kinda weird, right? Feels a little rough. We have the mask on. We don't have enough. So you put the mask on at 20. Okay. So you do put the mask on at 20. That's good to know. So that's probably where it reaches 3, but you need 25 for finale. And it'll give you 5, so you'll get to the max of 30, and then you'll spend all of them. Okay, closest we've gotten so far. Kaleidoscope, as I said before, we'll be taking it because it's funny. Seems like a fun choice for us. We need to go to a floor that won't ruin our day, ideally. Yeah. I do something that doesn't have muzzle. I might go piercers. You know, that looks fine. We'll grab, like, I should have gone for Hell's Chicken floor on floor 2, shouldn't I? Because if I got chicken breast, I'd be in a good place for getting Rupture going. It's not a big deal, though. Let's see if we can get some fusing going. Let's see if we do something like this. Not great odds, but yeah, it's something. I can just keep on doing something like this until, like, things work out my way. Which might happen eventually, right? There's muzzle. Okay, cool. Things worked out my way. Alright. And now we go for the tier 3. We don't have any bleed tier 3s yet, so odds not the highest. We can fuse away this if I want. No, we need 3 tiers. Never mind. Oh, there's smoke and wires. Okay, cool. That we've gotten everything we need. I'll take the Bloody Mist now. I don't think I really need any other bleed tier 3s, so I think I'm satisfied with that. And we got 700 plus. Okay, cool. We got 2 free up. Okay, sure. Anything else I want to try? Not really. Alright, well, we are in a very good position. That's for sure. We can get some damage up against folks and counters. Absolutely. More damage is always appreciated. And we're looking pretty strong right now. You guys, okay. You guys are / weak, so, you know, good making a new dress can work wonders. And your piercers in, so you're not doing you're not doing too much here, that's fine. We can actually clash everything here because the guy in the back is using a defensive skill, so that's nice. We're just popping the skill 3 because you're weak to it, right? Like, we're not going to live long enough to get a good mass attack, or they're not going to live long enough to get a good mass attack going, so I'll just take the stagger and good damage. That guy probably dies some random attack next turn. Most likely. Nice. Yeah, that's 2 staggers, so yeah, we're looking cool. We're chilling. Let's go to a little bit of parasoling. We can double up on that if we wanted to, not that I particularly want to. And some of these guys are going to bleed to death thanks to being staggered last turn, I'd assume. Okay, yeah, Rodion gets a kill, nice. Gregor gets a kill with that clash, yeah, nice. Skill 2, only 2 power-ups, so not the most insane thing in the world, but it's still solid. Now we can double up. There we go, that's what we'd like to see. I think there's a pretty solid chance when we get the Sancho ID, she's going to have lower HP. I don't know. It's possible she has lower HP than Barbara, but I could also see her not. In which case, Barbara's going to be benched for Sancho's sake, most likely. I feel like that's a pretty likely thing, because you want your lowest HP person to be, you know, who you want to give the buff to the most. I could definitely see that being the case, right? We'll see how that goes, right? A lot of ways it could go. We can only speculate on Sancho ID, and that won't be for a while. Question's gonna be if they do it, before the second event or after the second event this time, right? Because it'll definitely be after the first event, but whether or not it'll be before or after the second event is a coin toss, really. Depends on when they feel comfortable going about doing it, right? So it could be anything for all we know. Struggling, you'll be fine. I'm not concerned. You'll probably live or something. I also do like the fact that these three, IDs go to people completely separate from Pequod Trio, so you can run Pequod Trio at the same time as Bloodfiend Trio, if you so desire. Maybe I'll do that sometime in the future, who knows? Could be funny to do. Don't know if it'll be, like, particularly strong, but, like, I mean, it'll be funny. And that's what matters. You just straight up die, okay. That's fine. You, don't die to the clash, but you're gonna die shortly afterwards to this attack. We're at 20 funnies. That's cool. Maybe we can get a finale going, but at this point it's kind of too late to do much of anything with it, yeah. Yeah, they're just all dead, so no chance in either way. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the more options. It's just crabs, which are going to be pretty easy to deal with, especially because they're Pierce weak, so, Rodion's going to have a fun time. Are you hitting us? You aren't. Cool. How nice. How nice to just kind of sit and watch instead of, like, brutally attacking us. What a well-mannered crab. Well-trained. Yeah. That weapon is ineffective against this foe, Hark. Sure is. Kind of don't have any way of changing that, though, because these three each are a damage type, right? We got the Slasher, we got the Blunter, and we got the Piercer. So unlike something like, like Pequod Trio only having one damage type, we've got, like, a balance of the three here, right? Pretty funny. We could just do that, right? That's a solid maybe, actually. Yeah, actually. Because we're gonna by taking some bleed damage, by spending some blood piece, we will get some Blooming Thorn up thanks to Rodion's passive, and then we're gonna get, like, what, 4 from the actual first skill? 3, so we could get... we're killing them too fast, I think, yeah. I don't think it's adding up to be quite enough either way. Yeah. Yeah, we'd get 20 after the, Right. No dice. No funny for us yet. One day. She's probably super strong against, Kanto 7 bosses. If I had to take a wild guess, especially with that defensive skill benefit, right? Like, on top of being a power counter, so it's just gonna be something you can use a bunch of. Like, on top of that, it reduces the bleed count of allies, right? Especially your Bloodfiend allies, which is really strong in case someone takes a bit too much bleed count from, various unbreakable coin sources. You're hitting us a little bit. That's rude. Yeah, that's a little bit of bleed on you. But this also means you're going to be healing up a bunch from this attack. So, you've made your bed, now go lie in it. Cool. Yeah, a bit of bleed, that's fine. Fortunately, we can double up skill 2s this turn. These guys are Pierce resistant, but, you should get a... Oh, no, you're not. Keep on looking at the wrong number sometimes, right? That's a 35 rolling, skill 2 right there. It's only for the Clash, of course, right? That's a 37 rolling skill 2 right there. Only for the Clash, of course, it's like offense, defense level shenanigans, because they've got a stupid amount of offense level down, thanks to White Gossipium, right? Still real funny to see. Getting some bleed thorns going as well, so that's funny. Yeah, we're just chilling to just attack and kill everyone here. They're all gonna take a bunch of bleed damage on top of everything else, right? What's those 25-year funnies? It's almost enough, once again. But not quite. Oh, it's a 25 now, actually. Oh, but it's not right. It's on use. So, yeah, it gained enough to reach it, but only after actively using it. If these guys survive, which, I mean, if we're going for weak attacks, they might survive, but at the same time, outlook's not so good, because there's only about 2 guys left. Yeah. Is it just 1 guy left, actually? It might just be that 1 guy. Yeah, I think I was imagining the last guy. Or maybe it died, but I wasn't looking already. Who knows? Could be anything like that. No, I think I saw him die, and I just kind of neglected to file it away in my brain. In the recesses of the archives of my brain. Oh, it's funny to see you here, buddy. We'll take the Pierce E.G.O gift. I usually don't, but, it is Pierce, so, like, funny Rodion gaming, right? So it's what, Clash Power? Yeah, cool. Not the biggest deal. If we upgrade it, I think it becomes more than just Clash Power. Oh, was that Watchdog? I think that was Watchdog. I didn't look too closely. I think it's Watch. Yeah, okay. Simple enough. Clash against some of these. You're getting hit by that. You're getting hit by that. Are you slash weak? I didn't actually look at what you're slash weak. Okay. You'll be fine. You'll probably be fine. You'll get some bleed thorns. You're getting some defense level from your past. Actually, wait, no. It's only at turn start, right? It's not like it's a passively giving you the defense level. It's like turn start. You gain the defense level, right? Something like that, I think. Well, Unforgettable Sin. Get some healing going from that. That's nice. Get some more bleed stacking as well, which is nice. Get your bleed nice and high. And yeah, you're hitting Rodion a bunch. She should be pretty fine. Because it's just the claws, right? It's purposely the weaker of the attacks. Now we can do some more funnies being lit. Gregory's not even being hit at all, which is kind of annoying, because I kind of want him to be hit at least a little bit. We ignore, like... You're actually actively going for, like, good... Okay, we ignore right most. That works. I was gonna say you're actively going for, like, good attacks here and there, but, not too much now. Oh, right, you can't clash any... Okay. Well, I mean, there's not much I can do about that, except just accept it, right? We'll just keep on going all in the body, right? You'll take a bunch of bleed damage and stuff. Take a lot of damage in general. Hopefully we can get enough Bloody Thorns to be funny here. I think we're killing the boss a little bit too fast for our own good for that, though. Which is, of course, as always, a funny issue to have, but a common one. Like, you're going for your mass attack thing now, right? So that's something. We could clash against that if I was concerned, which I might be. You know, just, you know, include that there. Just so we can, be nice and prepared. The bleed damage is gonna add. I think the body gets broken though, right? And the attack should get canceled when the body gets broken, so that's something at least. Is it a 2-target? Yeah, it is, okay. It's hidden like the telepole or something, I think. Yeah, you're gonna just die, I think, unfortunately. Does this kill you? I think it might. Not quite. And this is just it's just normal skill 3. You were not quite high enough. Yeah. That's fine. We're just too good at killing, right? We'll get a long fight sooner or later. If we can get Cassetti, that could be really funny. But we'd also explode a little bit, so, I'm not sure how big of a get that would actually be. Respite? Sure thing, I'll take it. More cost, too, because we really needed more cost. E.G.O, yellow flash came about time killing time. Funny ideas, I guess. As far as actual E.G.O gifts we want, like, there's not particularly anything in particular, right? Like, the only, like, floor-specific stuff I might have wanted would have been, like, chicken breast, right? Just for the getting rupture working, but, we don't have that, it's not too worth it. We can just go yield my flesh, or time killing Pierce weak. That's actually a funny point. You know, let's try it. Time killing time is always a funny bet. Real hope is that I can get the quad trio as a 5th floor option, but we'll see. For now, I'll just take, like, any skill change. Actually, Coffee and Cranes is really good for us, isn't it? Yeah. Would have been nicer to get it earlier on, but it's fine. Notice skill change. Do I want to notice skill change? I think I do. Do I want to skill 3 or do I want to skill 2? That's a good question. I think I take the skill 3, right? Or do I take the... What do I feel like I want to go for, right? More Blood Feast funnies or more funny damage? I think the Lust is probably the smarter move overall. Yeah, I think so. You know, sometimes you gotta be smart and think things through. And this is one of those rare occurrences where I actually commit to that bit, right? But Coffee and Cranes, though, is just kind of insanely good for us in general. That'll be our big resource builder. Okay, we'll lose some sanity for this. That's fine. We're getting some charge stuff here for some reason. It's not really the floor you'd expect to get a bunch of random charge stuff, but it happens sometimes. Okay. Yeah, we lost some sanity from that. That's fine. We shall live. And these guys are Pierce Weak, right? No, you're Blunt Weak. No, it's the T-Corp guys that are Pierce Weak. Okay. Yeah, so if we do something like this, we're going for 3 Lust, and we're also going to gain 1 Wrath, 1 Sloth, 1 Glut, 1 Gloom, 1 Pride, and 1 Envy this turn, thanks to Coffee and Cranes. Coffee and Cranes is really good for a Lust-centric team like this. It'll give us a lot of resources. Kind of a late floor to get it. Like, we would have really wanted it a lot earlier to get good mileage from it, but, never too late. Especially when we still are only at 2 Sloth and 2 Gloom. You know, building it up, is nice. We probably have some passives that we're just straight up not able to trigger still, because we just don't have the resources for them yet. Probably not passives that are super important, because, I mean, the only passives I actively chose with the intent of using them were, Faust and Ryoshu, right? And they're Lust, so obviously we could use them, but, like... Yeah, look at this. We haven't been able to use Reviewed Knowledge because we don't have enough Sloth yet, which is the one that makes it so you gain more shield when you discard. Think about how useful that would have been all these fights. Just think about that. And then stop thinking about it because it's not useful whatsoever. I just fooled you. April pranks. Okay, some damage on you. That's fine. You pull through. It happens when you get one-sided a bunch sometimes, right? Especially Otis, right? She's by far the least tanky people here. She's got the lowest max HP of us, right? Because that's her bit. She's the attacker. She's the Starbuck, right? $35 roll in that. That's pretty cool. The enemies are all dying before we actually hit them. Oh, you actually don't have blood bleed, so you're not gonna. We're actually gonna be able to hit you. That's cool. You don't quite die, but I'm sure something will kill you here. You know, you're at 24. You know, that's cool. It's gonna let me. I can just click on it. Yeah, 24. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing too special. Just wanted to see, since I don't think I looked on it. See if it actively changed, like, anything about it, but no. Not that it would, but... Just wanted to make sure, right? Since I hadn't checked quite yet. We'll take the risky encounter. Blunt Weak, so it's going to be more Yardivia. I mean, Blunt Weak elite encounter means it's going to be the actual Honglu guy, right? The guy that goes unnamed, unfortunately. Yeah, this is a 2-waiver, isn't it? Oh no, it's they changed reinforcements. Oh yeah. It used to be a 2-waiver, but when they changed all the funnies, when they, you know, introduced chain battle in previous fights, they also turned this one into a chain battle, which makes sense. I don't think I've actually seen the detective guy fight since before that change was made, so I didn't realize that. But yeah, makes sense. Fits pretty well. The shield is funny. It's nice getting a little bit of shield from the Metropolaris gift thingy. Not the biggest deal, but it'll help to, you know, reduce how much annoying damage we're taking from one-sided at the start of each fight. So that's nice, at least. Yeah, still taking a fair bit of one-sided damage, but it's to be expected. I like how little petals bloom in, you know, the turn that you have Festival Fever going. I like the visual effects for, you know... I like all the various visual effects for this ID, right? Like, you know, the little petals that show up underneath when you've got Festive Fever active, or like little purple swirl that triggers from people who get the buffs from her skill 2. And of course she gets the funny red aura from her main bloodfiend status effect thingy, right, with the blood feast consumed stuff. And just to be expected. I don't know if I change it back to wave. I should just keep it as enemy, yeah. It's fine. We could maybe get some decent going there. Yeah, actually not bad. Save that. Cool. Send it. We'll spend some blood fees with a bunch of our attacks here and there. We'll be able to get a lot of bloodied thorns, assumably, which is nice. Yeah, you're gonna be at 19 scissor blades, so not quite enough to get a funny skill 3, but if you're, depending on how your slots are working, I didn't see which one. I think it was your second one that had the skill 3 though, right? Probably. So I think turn order shouldn't betray us necessarily, so that's nice. Do some funny damage to big guy over here. Big Hat Man, as they called him, you know, back in his youth. And we can do something like this, and that should work pretty well. I think we do get a funny skill 3 off here, assuming the enemies live that long, which they probably won't. Especially after we get a good one of these off, yeah. You are slash resist, though, so I mean, you're living to some degree. And we should get a finale off here, so that's nice. We could actually see an action, but I don't know if we'll get all 3 coins. Oh no, this skill is going first. Okay, sure. Well, we do get the finale. Yeah, cool. And we get, like, what, 2 coins? Yeah. Well, it's really cool looking. Very unfortunate that it's also gray on the, or it's like brown on this floor because of the funny sepia tone of this district, but you could still see, like, the effects weren't brown, it's just their actual spray was, which makes it look weird. Why is it all charge gifts on this? What's going on? Does this floor have charge gift chances up? I can't imagine that should, but we got 3 events, and we didn't get any of the actual, like, events on this. We just got 3 charge things, which is super random. Huh. I don't know. Also, just more Eredivisie, so we're not going to get a chance by any 2 corp guys, and not any of the pure speak ones, but that's fine. If nothing else, Time Ripper will be, so that'll be fun. Back going, nice. Cool. We're also getting the support from Base Dawn, which is a pierce damage up for that, so that's nice. That's quaint. Let me just pop that, yeah. Maybe that shouldn't be too bad. I know these guys can have some annoying attacks sometimes, and strong. I think like the Wrath attack especially is a strong one, right? I feel like I was trying to solo this one with bad IDs, and I was being ratioed by him. Not like in Mirror Dungeon, like the actual time-killing time dungeon, which you're significantly less powerful in, so it's very easy to get ratioed by something like that. Like, yeah, I'm pretty good, you know. I remember that was hitting me pretty hard when I was doing I think it was when I was just doing like a Eredivisie only run, something like that, right? I was just running the true Eredivisie IDs for the time-killing time dungeon, and that skill especially was really ruining my day. Which makes sense, the Eredivisie IDs aren't super bulky, so it happens. Nice. My main goal next floor, I think, is going to be get more skill 2s for Rodion, because that would be funny. If we just got rid of all our skill 1s for skill 2s, that would be pretty cool. I might even turn up, like, Gregor's skill changes. Gregor's just kind of been chilling, right? He's just been taking damage. He's been here to build up Blood Feast, right? As he does, right? That's his purpose. Such is his lot in life. He, sacrifices his, you know, blood and stuff for our sins. As he should. He's wholesome like that. Do I heal everyone? We're fine. Gregor's low. He likes to be low, though. How low can you go? Do you resist envy or lust? I don't remember your resistances are. I know you're weak to pierce, of course. That's good. What do you resist, though? Pride and lust. Lust is a little unfortunate. Is that like 0.5 lust? Yeah, okay. That's fine. so on and so forth. We'll stall a little bit here, right? Just focus on the actual unfolded time rippers. Do some damage to them. Because if we stall for a little bit, we can build up Blood Feast and stuff on these guys. And then we won't trigger phase 2 as early. Probably good for us. It's gonna hit us for a fair bit. Hopefully we can win some clashes against that. Yeah, it's only a favored, so like not the best odds. But that's fine. We can live with a favored from time to time. We're getting hit a little bit. That's alright. I think we can handle that. You don't have a lot of bleed yet, so we need to build that up a bit. Don't we now? Which we will with this attack, right? That's good. If you take a bunch of bleed damage, we can get blood feast up. Especially, you know, phase 1 where you only have one body part instead of having, you know, the 5 in phase 2. A lot easier to build that up. That guy's dead. Cool. Heal up a little bit with this, so that's nice. I mean, 0.5 to less, so like only so much, but that's alright. You're probably getting close to next phase, but won't reach it until, you know, a little bit later, so that's good. Yeah, that's fine. We hit these guys a bit with you this turn. That's good. You don't have too much, do you? No, okay, that's fine. You can pop that then. That'll work. Bit of bleed damage, nice. They're gonna keep them getting unstaggered and getting more bleed, so that's nice. We're just using the unfolded time rippers as just a way to build up a bunch of bleed, right? Which is nice. Oh, that does too much damage. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That makes sense, I'm not shocked. Yeah, brains, we know. You got brains. No need to flaunt them. We can actually have you on those guy duties. Yeah, that's probably a good use for you. How are you looking? You're getting close. Next turn you'll probably be able to get it going, right? You clash one of those maybe? Neutral. Dominate with that. It's okay, that's nice. Neutral with those. Yeah, I don't even think this wins that, right? Yeah, definitely not. Unless we got lucky. Hmm? Do I gamble on that? I think I do. Yeah. I mean, that was expected. We resist Pierce. And Pride, I think, right? Because Rodion moment. So, not really that big of an issue. Get that going. Nice. I guess we didn't actually build up any... that's kind of bad play for me. Yeah, because we used that, we didn't actually build up as much as I wanted. That's fine. Bleed damage. Bleed damage. Bleed damage. You're getting hit by this. Yeah, as expected. It happens. How are we looking on you? 23. Almost. We could double up, actually. That would work. Right, do something like that. Pop those. Yeah. A lot of mean clashes here. You know what? Do we even clash you? Do we just send it? Like, if Gregor gets hit a bunch, it's... You've got it! Okay, that's fine. Aggro moment. What's the scary attacks here? The ones that aren't mass attacks, probably, because those ones we kind of do need to beat. That's the only one you can actually deal... Okay. That's fine. You can just take that one, and then otherwise you're on that guy duty. Kill that guy with the bleed. Dominating with that. Favored with that. That's probably pretty solid. Hopeless with that, you know. Fine. The attack's just going through if we do this, though. Yeah, I mean... What do you want me to do? That's hopeless. I don't trust it. This'll work, probably. We'll one-side with that, though, since that's actually not good. You know, we're gonna get hit a bunch here. That's fine. I could just slow this guy down or something, but, like... I don't really want to spam E.G.Os too much, right? We get the funny finale going here, so that'll be some funny stuff. How is this gonna work? Is it hitting 3 brains? I think it is. Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, all that, but, like, he's still got the protection. He's still 0.5 to, He's still 0.5 to, Lust, so, like, there's only so much we can do, right? Yeah. That's fine. I'm not really super worried, honestly. Maybe I, like, should be. I think you could definitely make an argument that I should be more worried than I am, but, like, yeah. We're fine. It's a Time Ripper moment, right? We don't do particularly well against Time Ripper here, right? Not like any news to me. It's a funny fight, though, right? And I like the music, so it makes up for that. Staggered one of the brains, at least, so that's cool. Staggered another one, it seems. Oh, we get the reuse here? Oh, cool. Do we not? Huh? I don't know. It didn't... I don't know. Is it... I don't know, okay. Can't say I'm aware of what the issue was there. You're looking pretty good. Actually, wait, we need to do one of those, I think. Can you clash one of these safely? One of them, yeah. Others will have you clash some of these, just for safety. You actually win one of those, pretty solid. Okay, cool. Something like that should work well. Nice. Okay. We try that. See how that goes, right? Yeah, we're doing this so we can get rid of some bleed count on Otis especially, because Otis is who's really suffering on the bleed side of things, right? And we don't want her taking too much bleed damage. You know, a little bit of bleed damage is good for, you know, a bloodfiend's health. A little bit of bloodletting, right? That's not news, but... better safe than sorry. Don't want it to be too much, because that's how you explode. And a good old skill 3 from Otis should finish the job off, right? Yep, didn't even need the fourth point. Cool. Well, that works. We took a little bit of damage. Next floor is going to be a bit rough, isn't it? I'm still going to go a floor with a bunch of Pequod Town, ideally, so, like, I mean... I'm going to be asking for it, right? That's part of the fun. No dice, that's fine. We've got a lot of costs, so that's good, at least. You know I gotta. You know I gotta. Hopefully it's Pequod Trio, though. Because that'd be real fun. Yeah, you need the heal, though, that's for sure. There we go, that's better. What do we want here? Oracle? No. UPS system? No. Don't even know why I really looked. Otis skill changes? I think I said that already, but I don't particularly see the need for it right now. Rodion skill change, that's what I want. Another skill too. Take like a lithograph for safety. This here actually works, doesn't it? Yeah, it actually works. Okay, cool. We'll take it. Bloody gadget, yeah. Phlebotomy pack. A little bit of healing. Sure, mid-mirror nightmare. A little bit of SP damage. It's not bad. We'll take it. Oh, looks good. This floor is going to be rough, though, because, you know, Pequod Town, right. That's going to be the big issue, really. All the various enemies we're going to have to fight on the way to the boss. Okay, contract's nice to have access to. Okay, starting out good, at least. That's just mermaids. Mermaids can still be a big hassle, though. Especially the SP damage can be annoying. The actual, like, pelletified guys can also be really annoying. Their clash rolls, especially, can be super high sometimes. Taking a lot of damage already, that's unfortunate. You'll go first, at least, you know, hopefully be fine to some degree. We'll see. Okay. We can double up on this again, that's fun. Oh, you're struggling, you can defend then. You're getting hit a little bit, so like defending won't actually work, right? Because defending is annoying. That's fine. We're getting funny benefits here though, so that's nice. Look at that. Oh, you got staggered. Okay, that's unfortunate. You're fine, but it's still a little unfortunate. We get more skill 2s though, so that's nice. Yeah, we'll do a lot there. Cool. Yeah. I like the skill 2 spam a lot, you know? It's real fun. If I get maybe another skill 2 at the final shop, that could be fun. Get rid of all the skill 1s, just go for the skill 2 spams. Shame that it's, like, significantly better in Sigma Bloodfiend team, because otherwise, I think she's honestly potentially not a bad pick in an Envy team, right? Like, Dulcinea Rodion, I think, could definitely take over DH in Envy teams. It's only one attack power up per skill 2 usage, but, like, it's gonna go to person with max HP. That's going to be Queecliff. Queecliff getting more attack power up is always good, right? She's got Hex Nail, so like she's got a little bit of healing, like shenaniganery. It's a lot of same as Infinities as Fluid Sac, so like not the biggest deal. But it's like a Fluid Sac, but that's less HP healing, but it's also Envy, so it works towards Envy res and stuff. So I don't know. I think Dulcinea Rodion's gonna be a pretty solid pick in Envy teams. I've got a lot of ideas for things I want to, for teams I want to run within this next week. There's a lot of funny things that can be tried out. Do we let that go through? We probably let that go through, I think, yeah. Seems like a solid pick. Defensive skilling, yeah. I don't want to E.G.O. I haven't had to use any E.G.Os yet, I don't think, right? Oh no, I used Garden of Thorns. I forgot about that, right. Didn't, like, need to, right? I just wanted to get some healing going, right? Does this kill? Cool, it does. Good to see. Actually, I think it was pretty close to not killing, but it did kill, so that's what matters, right? That also very could easily lost if that thing got 3 heads that first clash, but it couldn't because, you know, it's only 50-50 odds, right? Not great for it. And that shield took a lot of damage. Nice. Okay, we're looking good. Already killed one of them brutally, so we're already in a good pace. You can't clash anyone here. That's a little unfortunate. We'll do something like that then. Gregor's getting one-sided, that's fine. We're getting funny power up thanks to the double skill 2. Not that we're clashing with it, but we're one-siding with it, which is still pretty solid. Really is like Captain Ishmael. The most fun way to play her is just spam skill 2s with resonance. Funny how welcome back, Captain Ishmael, right? Definitely a very different sense, but I don't know, that's how I'm playing her, at least. It might be the wrong way to play her, but that's what seems the most fun so far, right? We'll see how my thoughts on that change with time, though, right? Yeah, I'm definitely going to be using her a bunch this next week, and you know, maybe that'll sully my opinions on her somehow. Okay, this is just a porous hand, which should be pretty easy. Bum, bum, bum. That's a bit unfortunate. Sinking Fragility. Sinking Fragility is just too sinking. Like, you can't fool me that it's very bad. It's very comically bad, right? Big Gregor had a bit of an interesting clash, so that's fine. I could have power countered with Rodion instead of popping that skill 2 there, but oh well. It's funny. That's hopeless. It won't be hopeless with that 4 attack power up, though. It'll actually tie instead. And probably win. Probably. We'll see. It seems like a worthwhile, you know, bit to go for me. Oh yeah, a lot more than that. I think it also wasn't factoring in like various coin power stuff on top of that. So like, yeah, of course it's gonna roll a lot higher than it was saying. It wasn't like a good like actual skill 3 because, but you know, those guys are weak to Wrath, so it works out in the end. Is it just the big guy left? Oh no, there's still one more little guy who probably brutally dies to this skill 2 if I had to guess, given how high this skill 2 has been rolling. Yeah, okay, cool. Shh. Oh, we get one of these going. You know, it's not quite high enough to be super funny, but we do get the mask on for it, so that's nice. That's nice. And you die. Cool. Off you go, Hand. Rodion just standing there taunting it. You have no power on this boat, Hand. It belongs to the bloodfiends, or something along those lines. They would. This is just more mermaids and stuff, so I mean, let's chill. Nova Quad Town evil defining floor. Huh. Yeah. That's a bit of a shocker, but I won't complain. I will gladly keep on living, right? Contract gaming, nice. Is that same turn paralyzed or that next turn paralyzed? I don't remember. I think it's same turn, but if it's next turn, it's a little unfortunate. You're staggered, fine. He can handle it, right? Oh, it was same turn. Okay, cool. We're chilling then. We can double up on that, do a bit of that. Cool. Good damage, right? That's what matters here. These guys are weak to Pierce and Envy, so a lot of damage. You were Max Sandy. I don't know how you managed to get 2 tails there. You probably could have killed if you got even maybe 1 more tails, right? Or maybe that's me being optimistic, but I don't know. I feel like it's plausible. You're dead? Cool. Now we get hit a bunch here. That's fine. I don't think this can do too much damage to me to be too concerned, even if Otis gets a little low for my liking. We should be able to redirect a lot of stuff this turn. Like, we can't redirect that, unfortunately. Not that you're gonna die to it or anything, though, so I'm not too concerned. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Unforgivable sin. Love a good old sin that can't be forgiven. Actually, I hate a sin that can't be forgiven because it doesn't win clashes. My bad. Silly miscalculation on my part. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Cool. Okay, cool. And you've been unstaggered, so we can just finish these guys off. Cool. And with the +4 attack power on Otis. God, I'm just addicted to getting that 2 envy resonance on this team. You know, it's really not a lot of envy resonance, but it's enough because of the actual effects of the skills, right? That's what really, you know, matters in the end. Cool. Alright. Well, on to the final boss time. Do we get Trio or do we get Gas Harpoon? That's the question. Although I guess after we take a break for these messages, oh. Non-disclosure agreement. I guess I'm not allowed to tell you about those messages. Well, shop time anyways. I get you a skill too, would you look at that? I'll just press on. All centers heal up. That shouldn't put you too high. I don't think it did. We can upgrade some stuff. You know, Bloody Gadget ++, not bad. More shield first turn, also not bad. A lot of these are just bad. 3 allies. Oh, this works on everyone now. That's funny. And I guess we get Torn Bandolier, so Pierce skills get more damage. Alright, we're looking good, I think. And that is Gas Harpoon. That's for sure. Okay, that's fine. Gas Harpoon's still cool. It's not as fun as Pequod Trio. Not as thematic either, but I can live with it. And you better believe I got prepared. There we go, cool. Funny music. Okay, you're over 3 attacks, so we can clash all of these. Do I need to E.G.O first turn to deal with this, though? I assume I do, right? Yeah. That's fine. We can live with that. Unless we should be able to just win, right? Cool. Skill 2 means we're also giving a little bit of attack power to that Sun Shower, so that's cool. Sun Shower itself is probably overkill. We could have gone for a lot weaker of an E.G.O than Sun Shower, right? But I mean, Sun Shower is just such a good E.G.O, right? It's also going to beat one of the evades, so that's nice. Look at the Pip's E.G.O down a little bit. Let's see how well this does against the rest of the evades. Probably decently. Yeah, cool. Yeah, there goes all your evades. Cool. We beat all 3 of them. That's nice. Probably don't even need to E.G.O this one, right? Yeah, 19 roll. I mean, that seems pretty bestable. Just going for you? Okay, that works out. Cool. Should be able to beat that a bit. Nice. The contract. Cool. And yeah, first phase is always pretty easy. Yeah, pretty. Pretty easy. Pretty nice. We're not even getting, like, Blood Feast by this excess damage, right? Like, it's just overkill for nothing. Starbuck time. Yeah, we only got 20 Blood Feast. Okay. You know, we need to get our attack power up with that, so I'll take it. We want everyone to get 1 frame mark, probably, right? I inflict 3 offense level down next turn. That's rude. What else is rude is these attacks, though. Jeez. Want to get the Tapathos Mathos up and running? Might as well. It's funny. Right, we can get, you know, that damage up going on Otis, assuming she doesn't take damage. She's gonna take damage because of the counters next turn, their next phase, though, so, like, it's not like we can actually get the damage up rolling, can we? Well, that's fine. Still funny. It's also Rupture, always forget about that. Base Otis is also Rupture. I mean, fun fact, 4 of the 12 base IDs have Rupture in their kits, don't they, right? Because, Honglu, Sinclair, Otis, and Gregor's base IDs all have Rupture. The only stat specs that don't have any base IDs with them is both Burn and Charge, right? Because, like, Poise gets Ryoshu, Sinking gets Honglu and Yisong, Tremor gets Heathcliff and Ishmael. Bleed gets Rodion. Oh yeah, Tremor also gets Merso, right? Bleed gets Rodion and Dawn. Yeah, that's all of them, I think. I think we will be able to get a Funny Skill 3 off with Rodion next turn, though, so that's good at least. We'll be able to get at least 1 off, right? Because I do believe, yeah, you're at 30, yeah. Doing a little bit of damage, too, just for fun. And Queequeg's E.G.O, final phase. You know how it goes. This is the one that has the counters that could be a nuisance, but, Rodion's Pierce resist, so that's good at least. Oh no, you are, yeah, okay. Your Pierce weak, so you need to be careful. But you taking the counter should be fine. I don't think you're gonna get, like, staggered or anything, right? Probably not. You really need a skill 3, don't you? Okay, that's what I get, right? That's what I get for, being like, nah, I don't need more skill 3s, I want more skill 2s for the Lust Res. We get a Hardblood Arts, the finale, we've got 3 Palm, or, I keep on wanting to call it Palm, no, 3, Festive Fever. Okay. Sanity moment, right? That's fine. It happens against this creature. You're getting hit a bit more, that's fine. You did get staggered, so that's nice. We can probably just kill you next turn, then? If I had to take a wild guess. And do we get the 4th coin this time? Oh, we just kill you with the sack. Okay, never mind, then. There goes Ahab. Very, quick phase, that's for sure. You did 45% of the damage. Yeah, that checks out. Gregor didn't do a lot of damage. So yeah, that checks out. He took a lot of damage, though. Also, definitely checks out. Cool. I'll claim my rewards. I'll take my 22.5 levels, my 750 lunacy. Shame we didn't get Quadrio, but Quadrio would have been really funny. It probably would have been easy, but it's always a fun fight to do, right? See just how tanky Gregor can be, especially since he's Pierce weak, so he'd take a lot of damage from Ahab, but he'd live because of the funny passive no matter what, right? And there we go, level 287. This doesn't mean we'll hit level 300 sometime this week in like 3 runs time probably, but when you factor in like dailies and stuff like that and weeklies that I'm probably about to get a bunch of. Oh, and we leveled up, cool. Level 107. That's nice. Give me these. Didn't quite defeat 100 enemies, that's fine, it's to be expected. 69 boxes, nice. Make up for some of the boxes we spent today, that sort of thing, right? And overall, going pretty good, yeah. She's very fun, that's for sure. I mean, it was obvious she was going to be good. Didn't expect, you know, I didn't expect her skill 2 to be as fun as it was, right? Spamming this. I'm definitely excited to try her out with an NV team, see how that goes. Even if it's only one attack power up for NV people, but like... Oh, this is for least max HP, right? I forgot, it's not max. Who's going to go to an NV team? The multi-crack? If that goes to multi-crack, actually, which I think it does in an NV team, because I think that's higher than, like, the middles, that's actually not bad either. Ooh. Could be fun. I'll try that sometime. Tomorrow, of course, though, we've got a big fish to fry in tomorrow's run, but we'll get to that in time. But yeah, Dulcinea Rodion herself seems like a lot of fun. I enjoyed using her, right? I love skill 2s that give funny buffs to allies, like assist attack stuff, right? It's just fun to use. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!